welcome to the 11th annual Cruisin' for a Cure event here at the Orange County Fairgrounds in Costa Mesa, California. I'm Genevieve Chappell, alongside my friend Janelle Hann.
This is our favorite car show of the year.
Yeah, it is, and we are so happy that you've decided to join us, because today we're going to tour the fairgrounds and show you some of the most beautiful cars in Southern California. We're also going to chat it up with some well-known automotive celebs, and we're going to have some fun while we're at it.
All of the proceeds go directly to the City of Hope. Did you know last year Debbie and Ross raised $80,000 for the City of Hope?
$80,000? That is amazing. Now, speaking of Debbie and Ross, what do you say we go find those cool cats and catch up with them to see what their thoughts are on this year's event?
Sounds good.
Can you believe the turnout today? I know this is no easy task. I know that it takes a lot of coordinating. Usually you start the day after the cruise, right? September 26th. Yes. As you took that drive around the cruise route, what was going through your mind?
I think this is the biggest event we've had yet. We are actually almost out of room for cars. We've never been that full back there. So we're on overflow right now. So it's just been wonderful.
When you're absorbing all of this in, what are some of your favorite memories over the years?
Of course, I always love to ride on here with Blaze. That's my favorite. But the memories are just the show grows every year, and we see more and more survivors. So as we're driving around on this, I saw a lot of the guys with the blue shirts. So that's the best part.
Oh my gosh, your heart must just well up when you see all these guys with, you see them bringing their cars, but then you see the guys with the blue t-shirts on.
We actually ran out of t-shirts this year. I had to order more because we had over 300 survivors that actually said they're survivors and proud of it.
Have you thought about what you'll do yet when you are out of room?
No, because I don't know where we would go that's any bigger than this. But I mean, the people that are coming here are coming, for our cause, obviously, and it's just, I just think we can grow. There's still a little bit more room here, I think.
Just a little bit, guys.
More.
If you could have one wish, if there's something extra that you would need for this event, what would it be? What's the first thing that came to your mind when I asked you that?
More money. More money for City of Hope.
And where do you think that can come from?
For more sponsors and for more people donating. I think when people come in and see what we're doing and the lives we're saving, I think people should start donating more. And I know it's a tough economy.
It is a tough economy, but it is for a good cause, and we do see a lot of people want to back you.
Yes.
Yeah, and back the City of Hope.
The City of Hope is wonderful, and they're out there today with doing all the testing for us.
How did it feel to receive the Jefferson Award?
Oh my gosh, that was a total surprise. I didn't expect that, and it was a wonderful feeling. I mean, even though there's always one person that gets to go to Washington, D.C., it's still a great honor, and I'm just thrilled to be able to be part of it.
How many calls do you think you received through the years of just people saying thank you?
Oh my gosh.
Do you lose count?
I do, and I get cards all the time from wives that we've saved their husband thanking us, which is nice to have a wife call and say thank you.
That's got to fuel your fire to keep going.
It does, and even when somebody walks up to me and finds me at a show and say, hey, you saved my dad, thank you, or you saved my husband or my brother, that's what makes us keep going. It's the same thing with Ross. I mean, Ross and I just both keep having the fire behind us just to keep going, because he lost his dad, I lost my husband to this, so it just keeps us going.
Now tell me, what was the amount of the check that you wrote last year for City of Hope?
$80,000. So I'm hoping to hit 100 today. We're hoping.
I think we will. I think
so.
We will. And how many do you think have been saved? How many lives have been saved? Just an estimate, because it's really hard to tell, because you never do know, because some people never do talk about it.
Correct.
What do you think a ballpark figure would be just from this event?
From today only, or for the entire event? Over the years, I would say 1,500, because we've been doing testing now for 9 years. So 1,500 guys that are here because of it.
Congratulations on another successful event. We're so proud to be here and be supporting you. And speaking of Ross, we're going to catch up with Janelle and see what Ross has to say about the event. Well, I'm here with a man that you cannot miss, Fireball Tim. Hey, you know what? I noticed we're both wearing red shoes today.
Today is a spicy day. And wherever you go, we either bring the heat or we converge and make more heat, right?
I like that. We bring it. We bring the heat.
It's an awesome, awesome show.
Now, you're always touring around. I see you all over the place.
I'm just following you, man.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, we go.
Really?
No.
That's a little scary.
We try to go different places.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so where can people find you? I know you have a few different websites, but if you want to come catch up with Fireball Tim.
Absolutely. The number one place is our blog at fireballtim.com.
Which is a really cool blog, not to interrupt you there.
Sure, sure, absolutely. But we cover everything Hollywood, automotive in Hollywood. We design and build a lot of cars for movies. So everything that you'll see, the exclusive content is the blog there. But that gets double posted to Twitter and Facebook. So if you got a Facebook account, come and friend me up, man. It's a great place to be.
Okay, now speaking of Hollywood, there's another well-known Hollywood designer, Hollywood car designer here. Makes movie cars. You know who I'm talking about?
George. Absolutely.
George Barris.
George Barris is here. We're looking around, but you gotta be down here and look for George.
And you know what? He sneaks in and sneaks out real quick. Right. So if you're not his booth, when he comes, you could miss him.
I've gone back twice.
Yeah.
And he was going and brushing his teeth one time, and he was walking around the next time. So, but we'll find him. We'll catch up with him. We always hang out with George.
Well, speaking of George Barris, I think we should go catch up with him right now.
Let's go.
Well, I'm here with one of the men that we all admire. Of course, you're known mostly for these Hollywood movie cars and all the celebrities you work with. But today you're here for a different reason.
We're here for the legends of the 50s. That means we're going back retro to when I was a nice young guy to change the name custom from a C to a K, with a 32 Ford to a 36 Ford to the 40 Ford to the 50 Merc to the Buick. That's what we call the legends of the 50s.
That is awesome. Now, how do you feel about all the trouble that Debbie goes through in putting this great event together?
But I just adore that lady because look what she's done.
Yeah.
I mean, and you got a big competitor in this show world this weekend. But you can see where everybody turns out.
Right.
They're going to be here for Debbie, and what she does for our industry is ultimately can never be replaced by anybody.
Now, you're regularly getting your PSA screenings, right?
Absolutely. Just finished it last week.
You did?
Yep. They said, you're good for another year. Goodbye.
Good. And it's easy, right?
Yeah, it's very simple. Everybody should go through it.
Yeah.
And we say, see you next year.
For a PSA screening right here at Cruising for a Cure. Well, we're here with the man with a contagious smile. I'm so glad we found you, and look at this great setup in the hangar building.
You know, it's beautiful. When Debbie first got this building, she looked at it, she came right over to us. She said, do I have the place for you guys? We've been with Debbie since the first show out at the air base, and we're so happy for Debbie. This show does so many wonderful things for all of us, and I mean, all the people that have been they've caught their prostate cancer before it was dangerous and saved lives, and they're all wearing blue shirts around today. I'm sure you covered that, but this is my favorite show of the year.
Mine too.
Is that right?
I love it, yeah. And last year, I remember you telling me that you get all your guys, the whole team, and you guys all go over like a big army, and you get tested, and that because you do that, and you stress the importance, that actually a couple of the guys have been asked to go see their doctors and have been saved.
I think 3 of us now.
Wow.
3 of us, just amazing. But we get all together, our men in black,
men in
and
black.
we're men, and then everybody gets scared when they get there. But there's nothing to be afraid of. It's easy.
It's
and
simple. It's painless.
if you're a guy and you're older than 35 years old, I mean, you need to do it it's so simple. And just about every guy's going to get it at some point in time, so you better be aware of it and catch it early. Prostate cancer, it's so pervasive, and it does hit most of it at some point in time. Catch it early and you got it solved. It's just foolish not to do it. And so many guys here saying, oh, I don't want to go over and get that. I don't like needles. I hate that kind of stuff.
I know.
But you know what? It's so simple. You have all that fear and you go, that's all there is?
Yeah.
It is simple. And to have that happen every year, I get my little report card.
Yeah.
And that's one area I'm doing pretty good on. I like that report card. So far, so good. We'll see what happens today.
See, so if you guys come to Cruising for a Cure next year, you can actually claim that you got your PSA screening test with Barry Maguire. That's pretty cool, right?
Exactly.
Right?
Go for it.
All right. Well, thank you, Barry. Give me a
Thank you.
hug.
Always good.
I'm so
Always
glad
good.
that
Great to
you're
see
here.
you. Love your work.
Oh, thank you.
Every year, Debbie asks all prostate cancer survivors to wear their blue t-shirts. Take a look at all the survivors. Isn't this exciting?
Well, people have come from far and near to show their support, show off their rides, and have some fun. And that's exactly what we did today. But best of all, hundreds of lives will be saved simply from taking an easy, painless, free test right here at Cruising for a Cure.
For more information, check out cruisinforacure.com. We'll see you next year.
Bye.